Okay.
Talk it up. Talk it up.
Okay. Guess who's
1-800.
back again? Guess who's back? Back again.
This guy. You always like to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just my thing. What's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Griff? He says, just let the music play. I know. That's a vibe, right?
That song. Just FYI.
Trippy says, how's it going for y'all today? Doing pretty good. And talking to the people in the chat. Gator says, what's up? Trippy says, this is my first time live. How do we get into the mock? Very good question, my brother. There's a comment that we actually pinned in the chat from our account. And in that comment, you will see a link to join our Discord channel. I'll just paste it again for you as well so you can see it. But essentially, if you join our Discord, you will then be able to get the link for our mock draft. In our Discord, we send out links. There's community. You can ask community about trades. It's a whole vibe there. So what's up, John? What's up, TJ Gamer? Dave says, what's Gucci, Fantasyland fam? So
what's Gucci, y'all? What's happening?
Y'all know the deal. There's a poll, Badaki. There's a poll, and we have 18 votes right now. So if we hit 50 likes on this video, you get to vote on what Badaki has to do. Okay, so if we hit 50 likes, it's either shave his legs or eat dog food. By the way, you guys can put suggestions on what you want. But yeah, if we hit 50 likes on this video, whatever the poll says, Badaki will do, and we'll make a video about it. Are you nervous about hitting 50 likes, or
no? I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. I'm comfortable shaving my legs if I need to.
Okay.
And if I have to eat dog food, it's okay because I have a dog, and I don't know. I'm confident in her food.
Okay. TJ, so he says, I see the YouTube link, not the draft link though. Yes, the draft link will come here on the live stream. When we're live, we're going to drop it at some point. We just like to say hey and let people know how they can join it. So we send the YouTube link, and then the actual sleeper link will be sent here in a couple minutes. But we just want to say what's up, see how everybody's doing. It's always good to say what's up to the community. 18 people watching, 21 people watching, got 13 likes. Again, guys, if we hit 50 likes, then Badaki will be right now eating dog food. That's what the poll says. So if you want to see that happen, go ahead and drop a like. I mean, I think we should do an individual video for that if that happens.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like it, but that's what else.
Yeah,
maybe we can do it on like the Super Bowl day. We can record it when everyone's here.
Yeah. Let's see. Cole World says, yes, sir. 50 likes. TJ says, okay. No stress, brother. Trippy says, y'all got those thick New York accents. I'm assuming you're from New York. Do I sound like I'm from New York? I'm walking here.
No, you hanging
coffee.
Out with me too
Give me
much.
a coffee.
We actually live in Sydney, Australia. So, fun fact: it is currently February the 1st
Yeah, we're
here,
in the
and it's
future.
12:07 in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I am originally from New York. Zach is from Washington and Kansas City.
Yeah, well, I grew up in Virginia, and then I grew up in Kansas City, and then I
Or
lived in
Washington,
LA,
yeah.
and now I'm in Sydney.
I always say
I'm all
Washington.
over, but
Two up, two down.
it's funny that I sound like I'm from New York. I'm walking here. Does that sound good? Let me know.
No,
I'm walking
terrible.
here. Give me a
Terrible.
coffee. Give me a coffee. Those are my two signatures. But yeah, to all my people in America, because I'm pretty sure we have like 89 to 92% American people who subscribe to us. I miss Chick-fil-A, so eat a Chick-fil-A sandwich for me today.
It's been
Don't take advantage of it, because someday you'll just be thinking about it. You know.
It's been what? Last time I went back home was in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's been 5 years, and I was supposed to go home in 2020. Literally, when the pandemic hit, that was when I was supposed to go home.
Yeah.
That was I had my flights booked a week after pandemic hit, and now I am waiting to go home. But now I'm getting married in April.
So TJ said you guys decided to move out there. What does Australia have that America doesn't? Okay, so Badaki and I moved out here a year before Badaki, and we both went to college here, and then we became roommates, and then we always wanted to do something together. We lost our jobs during COVID. We started Fantasyland, and now we started Fantasyland Dynasty a couple weeks ago. And we love doing it. So the reason we originally moved out here was for college. I'm married to an Australian now. He's married to he's engaged to an Australian. Wedding's coming soon. I'm definitely neither of us are ruling out coming back to America though, because I miss America all the time, and
Yeah,
I
100%.
loved living in LA when I was there. But this is where we are right now. And shout out to the 26 people watching. If you want to show us some love, right now the poll is constantly changing. It's now shave his legs has kind of almost
Let's go, baby.
met
I'll shave my
dog
legs.
food right now. So I think Badaki would prefer to shave his legs. So if you want to see him doing something that he doesn't want to do, maybe you can choose to eat dog food. But like we said, if we hit 50 likes on this live stream, which is going to be a big feat, you're going to have to help us get there if you want to see this happen. Then Badaki will do whatever the poll says. All right, so we're doing a Dynasty SuperFlex startup draft, and you can join this. The link in the chat to our Discord channel is where we're gonna pop the link. So if you want to join us, feel free to join us, and it's going to be a good time. We will have rookie picks. All right, so you can see I have the rookie picks here. So if you want to choose a rookie in this startup draft, you would choose a kicker, and then you would say what rookie that is in the YouTube chat. Okay, so let's say, for example, I wanted to draft Treylon Burks. I would select a kicker in this draft, and then I would put in the chat, and I would say that pick is Treylon Burks. And then I'll write down here, let's say it's at the 408 or something. I'll write down Treylon Burks. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
So you can pick the rookies in the draft. It's just really fun.
Perfect, mate. Perfect.
And yeah, this is going to be a good time. So we're going to go ahead and paste the link in the chat. Badaki, you're actually going to have to do that because I can't.
I go to the Dynasty mock draft tab. Okay, it says Dynasty. Damn it! There's a little Dynasty thing that says Dynasty General, Dynasty mock draft on Discord. Make sure you go there because I'm about to drop the link for everyone to go. I'm giving you some time. Make sure you go there. Remember, when you're listening to this, is delayed.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you some time here.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to everybody. Badaki's about to post a link in the chat. Okay, so you know it's coming. But I just wanted to say a shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks, guys, for joining. Trippy says, what does Australia have that America doesn't have? As far as food, the thing that really comes to mind is like Lebanese chicken, which is really, really good. It's like charcoal chicken. America doesn't do that. Let's be honest.
Yeah. You know, what I think of, all right, first of all, I'm going to post this in the chat.
Okay, the link is going in the chat.
3, 2, 1.
Poster.
And it's post. Okay. What Australia has, I don't think Australia competes in food versus Australia, period.
No, it definitely doesn't.
In my personal opinion. So I think it is more of I feel like I live in holiday, a vacation place.
We're full, by the way. We're full.
Oh my goodness, what the heck? That's great. I feel like I live in a vacation place every single time.
Here's
so
the thing, though. Australia's quality of food is much higher. Like to import food into the country, it has to have a certain grade of quality. So that is interesting. Like even places like McDonald's are better here, in my opinion, because it's better quality. Sabri says Burrow over Mahomes. Now I think that's interesting. It's interesting. I'm still going Mahomes, but I definitely get where you're coming from. And there's a conversation for Burrow to go anywhere in this draft.
I think
Lee, like Brock Lee is back. Hey, my man. Welcome back to the live stream. It's really good to have you, my man. Trippy says PPR question mark. This will be PPR. Yeah, this is PPR SuperFlex.
This is all PPR SuperFlex. Dynasty SuperFlex PPR mock draft with 2022 rookies. So if you don't know any rookies, we have a whole playlist of rookie profiles that we're coming out with as well.
Yeah, on our channel, there's a ton of rookie content, and there will be more to come out. But let's go ahead and start this bad boy, okay? So just so we're on the same page, you have 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flexes, okay? So instead of 3 wide receivers, we're in 2 flexes, 1 super flex. Your kickers are for rookies, okay? So if you draft a kicker, then just say in the YouTube chat what rookie that is. We'll write it down, and we'll consider that when we do draft grades at the very end. And then we'll see how long we're going to go as far as the draft itself. This is not tight end premium. However, if there is enough people who want us to do a tight end premium, then we can definitely make that happen. And by the way, guys, if you're watching this and you haven't been able to get into a Dynasty draft with us yet, just DM us, DM Fantasyland on Discord. And if you've tried and you haven't been able to do it, just message us and we'll make sure to get you into the next one.
Yeah, we tried to get a nice little rotation here. Maybe if you guys
we always want everyone to have a chance. So let's go ahead and get this started. It will be 1 minute on the clock, and then it will be 30 seconds when we get later into the draft.
But yeah, it's exciting. Make sure you guys
there goes Patty.
If I give you any advice, come to Australia. Try it out.
All right, I'm at the 1-3, and I just want to say this because a lot of people watch these. They watch them back, okay? And for me, I still, as much as Jonathan Taylor was amazing this year, and yes, he is the best running back in Dynasty, no question. But I still think you should be taking the top 6 to 7 quarterbacks, maybe top 6, before you go any other positional player, because it's a super flex league. You look at running backs 3 years ago and go find out what the top running backs were in Dynasty 3 years ago, or in fantasy in general. It changes so quickly. The turnover is so quick. So I'm always just going to put that. There's a lot of people doing this for the first time. So I always just want to put that out there and just give my 2 cents on it. So I am going to take Josh Allen here. I'm not saying it's wrong to take JT. That's just my opinion on it. Tight end premium. We can do tight end premium soon if you guys want to.
Maybe the next one we should try tight end premium. I know a lot of people want to do that. I mean, maybe we should vote to see if we should do tight end premium with people that actually enter.
Well, why don't we do this on the Discord when we do our next Dynasty mock draft? We will actually allow you guys to vote in the Discord if you want to do tight end premium or not. And again, if you guys aren't able to get into these, just send us a message on Fantasyland on Discord, and we will make sure and get you in there. Yeah. Rockley says, sorry about last time, Zach. I was in a bad mood and ran out of weed that day. Bro, it's all good. I actually added you as a friend on Discord because I wanted to send you a message and just make sure everything was fine. But don't stress, man. It happens. It's a community, and we're all here to just share opinions and have fun, honestly. Yeah. It's supposed to be fun, so don't stress, man. Shit happens.
Yeah, it's all good. No, it's all good, brother. Trippy said Josh Allen is my #1 overall player. I think Josh Allen as well for me, especially in Dynasty. Maybe redraft could be a little is different, but yeah, Josh Allen I think is my 101.
Okay.
If I were to if I had the 101.
Look, there's a case between Mahomes, Allen, between the 1-1. Or your top quarterback. Some people are gonna say Burrow. There is room for interpretation for sure. Garrett says, "What is TEP?" So TEP stands for tight end premium. So essentially, some leagues make. So you know how right now in a PPR format, if a player gets a reception, it's worth 1 point for every reception. In a tight end premium format, what happens is your tight end gets a bonus on top of that 1 PPR point. So let's say tight end premium 1.5. If that's 1.5, that means for every catch, your tight end gets 1.5 points instead of 1. So it basically makes the tight end position much more valuable. Some people do, a full extra point. Some people do 0.25, 0.5. Really depends, but it makes the tight end position a little bit more valuable. Nathan says Burrow over Herbert? Question mark. There's a debate for both. There really is a debate for both.
There definitely could be a debate. I think on paper right now, Joe Burrow supporting cast is better than Herbert. Wow. Potentially.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I don't even think potentially. It is. It is for sure.
Oh, I wanted Javonte to come back to me.
All right, so Murray goes at the 6th, then Lamar. Then we see Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Najee, Dak Prescott, DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, and now we're back at the 2-2. You can make a case for where everyone went, so I don't think anything is insane just yet. Sean says, hey, fam, just got back from the supermarket. Let's see how this plays out. Much love.
Nice.
Thanks for joining, bro. Appreciate you.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, man, it's going to be – you guys know I'm a Chiefs fan, so I'll say this. The Bengals deserve to be in the Super Bowl. What a colossal collapse from the Kansas City Chiefs. Terrible coaching as well. Terrible decisions. Towards the end of the half, got way too cute. Should have taken the points. And then the last drive of the game, decided to get too cute. I mean, we could have easily just rushed the ball 2 times. We were at the 3-yard line, but we decided to get too cute, took the sack. I think Kansas City needed this, to be honest. They need to take the L, and I just think maybe as a team they were too cocky. So, and I definitely know that some of our fan base is too cocky. So this is a good thing. I think hopefully we can appreciate the small things more after this and not expect to win everything every year. And honestly, the coaching has to be better. Has to be better from what we saw yesterday. All right, so we see CeeDee Lamb go at the 2.2. He's the 3rd wide receiver off the board. Now Badaki on the clock. What's your thought process?
I'm going based on. Oh, I'm trying to pick.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I go to Deshaun. Obviously, I believe he's gonna play, and I was tossing up between Deshaun and another guy that I've always been taking. I'm just gonna say it. I think people can understand Justin Fields.
Yeah.
I technically have Russell Wilson ahead of Justin Fields, but I was still considering taking Justin before, so I think I might have to change my rankings there. I just like his situation better, and Russ is still a question mark on what he's gonna do or where he wants, if he still wants to stay in Seattle. And yeah, I think if I'm in a startup league right now, I think I would rather bank on Justin and his talent and his legs to get.
Yeah, Trey Lance, Deshaun Watson. I think either of those guys could be the answer here at the beginning of the second. We see Stafford at the 2.5 again. It's funny, we were talking about this before the live stream because you're wanting to get rid of Kyler Murray in a follower dynasty league that we're both in, and I had offered you basically Matthew Stafford, a 1st-round pick, and I believe it was a 3rd. Is that right? For Kyler?
I thought, yeah.
And you had said people don't view Stafford like that anymore, but I do think that there are people who view him.
I know in a dynasty perspective. Yeah, in a dynasty perspective, maybe Matthew Stafford does have another 3 more years. He can probably play really,
bro. He's only 33.
He can probably play until he's 40 if he really wants. He can pull a Tom Brady and play as long as he really wants. I personally believe. But I think I would rather get a pick and bank on a younger talent than Matthew Stafford at this very moment because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if they're going to extend his contract. We don't know what that team is going to look like in a couple of years. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. His supporting cast is on the older side. So for him to come if they do re-sign him hypothetically, and then let's say Cooper Kupp gets hurt or they don't sign Cooper Kupp or whatever the case, his contract runs out. I don't know if I want to bank on that. I would rather go with the younger talent. So you
got to have your convictions about players for sure. There goes AJ. I was kind of hoping AJ might fall to me. But we see Wilson go at the 2.6, McCaffrey at the 2.7. I think where the quarterbacks have gone in this particular mock here is going to be much more realistic. This is a much more realistic indication of where quarterbacks will go in your startup drafts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't because in some of our mocks they've gone way later, and I think this is a more accurate representation of where they will likely go. Okay, the next pick I'm
I
gonna
think.
make is going to probably upset some people,
Oh,
but that is okay with me. This is my wide receiver 4 in Dynasty right now, and I love the talent. I love the situation. I love the connection. Someone who can score a touchdown on any single play. My rankings are more suited towards futuristic builds. That might be a big reason as to why.
just.
So, yes, it will
Mhm.
be Jalen Waddle will be my pick here at the 210. A lot of people won't have seen Waddle go this high yet, but I think as we get closer and closer to real drafts, I do think Waddle is going to end up being a second round pick, and it's okay not to see it the same way. By the way, um,
Okay.
Nathan says, "How do you guys feel about dynasty stacks?" Honestly,
I don't. I personally don't mind it. You know, if I can get, I mean, I don't know how you can get it, but if you get a Burrow and Chase, I love the stack. You know, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert, maybe in a
yeah.
younger stack. Yeah, absolutely. In a redraft perspective, I love it. Why not?
Here's my issue with stacks, right? So I'm okay with the stack for sure. The issue comes when you decide to draft a player because of a stack instead of the best available player. Does that make sense? So, for example, if you drafted Justin Herbert in a dynasty startup, and then let's say Keenan Allen was on the board, but so was Calvin Ridley and Elijah Moore, or those kind of players, and you decide to go Keenan instead of the best player available because you want the stack, that for me is when it becomes an issue. I don't have a problem with stacks. I'm okay with stacks, but personally, I don't. It doesn't really affect my drafting process as much as other people. And that's just my opinion on it.
Yeah. No, it definitely
I'm
makes
always going
sense.
to try and look at best player available instead of, oh, I can get the stack of these guys, that connection. However, then you talk about guys like Joe Burrow and Chase and T. Higgins, and that's different because T. Higgins and Chase are so young and they're building such a good core together, and you can see how that could be relevant for a long time. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope what I said makes sense, basically.
No, it does. Yeah,
Griffin
because
says Miami will bring in more depth at wide receiver next year. That's what worries me about Waddle that early. I can definitely understand your concern. The other reason I feel really confident with Jalen Waddle, as my pick has just come. So let me just look at my rankings real quick.
I think I know you were going with. I mean, I'll let you speak on it, but I think I know you were going with what you're gonna say because I like Waddle. I think I would still take a chance on some of these other guys, though these
Yeah,
higher
that's okay.
guys. But I love Waddle. I think Waddle's definitely top 8 wide receiver.
Yeah.
But I mean the youth there is incredible. He's only 23 years old. He has another 10 years he can be on your team, really.
Mm.
So
I'm just looking at the board. There's no running backs at this point that I want to invest in over the other players available. But also at this point, the 3-3, I don't know how I say no to Kyle Pitts. I think this is a steal at this point, getting Kyle Pitts here at the 3-3. So I'm going to go ahead and take him here. Um, in my opinion, best player available on the board at this point.
good old Kyle Pitts,
But
huh?
anyway, on Waddle, I feel much more confident in Waddle because of what's happened this offseason. Think about it. Why was Brian Flores fired? It wasn't because of his performance as a head coach, because he was a great head coach. It was because of disagreements between him as a head coach and the GM and the management. Management
Management,
believed
yeah.
in Tua. They wanted Tua to be the guy. Brian Flores said, let's go get Watson. I don't think Tua can be that guy for us. And that was a disconnect. Brian Flores is gone. So whoever comes in as a head coach, they're going to know Tua's the guy here. We have to build around Tua. And I
Yeah.
love the connection that Tua and Jalen Waddle have. So I think Tua is a long-term answer for Miami as a franchise.
No, for sure. I think he is the answer, and I think we just gotta. He's a slot receiver, and I think on my team, especially in a dynasty perspective, I love that slot receiver position. I love the guy that gets a lot of PPR points. That can be the main focus. That has the best connection
Totally.
with the quarterback, and that's what Jalen Waddle is. You
Also,
know, it,
Tua as a quarterback, is much more favorable towards Waddle, and he's not necessarily the person who's throwing up those deep contested catches. So yeah, definitely Parker's injury
Yeah.
was a big
Yeah.
reason why, but Parker also played and Waddle still played really, really well alongside him. So
Yeah, it would be interesting if they were to bring someone like a Chris Godwin and Allen Robinson,
for sure.
a bigger body player, kind of like that Devontae Parker that can stay healthy throughout the season.
Yeah.
Then that would be interesting. Even if they bring in Juju, because he's more of like a slot, I feel, guy, even though he's a bigger body,
Yeah.
I would question then to be like, oh, okay, they're bringing another guy
Yeah.
that kind of plays a similar way as Jalen Waddle. Then that's when we can have that conversation. But I agree.
Yeah,
I
and let
mean,
me just say again, like there's so much room for interpretation here or opinions on where you think players should go. So
yeah.
just because it's how I feel doesn't mean it's 100% correct. Tiz TV started with Dak and CD. I saw that little stack there. Rockley saying, yeah, quarterbacks aren't going to be cheap, and I agree. For those drafting early startups this summer, take advantage of the value before the masses catch up. Definitely agree. Russ and Hurts won't fall to the third at all. I can agree with you there for sure. I can agree with you there. Yeah, and even in the chat, there's different opinions on Waddle, and you're going to see that in all of your leagues. By the way, right now we have 28 votes on what Badaki has to do if we hit 50 likes on this live stream. So it's 50-50 between shave his legs and eat dog food. If you're watching this and you haven't dropped a like, show us some love and drop that like. I would love to see Badaki either have to shave his legs or eat dog food. I would love to see that happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Mac Jones at the 3.5. Is that surprising to you at all?
I believe in Mac Jones. A 3.5, a little bit. I mean, let's look at the quarterbacks.
There are quarterbacks I would have taken over him at this point. I'll say
Zach, Trevor. Yeah, I mean, I see those guys. Gosh, am I really gonna have to take?
So then we see Kupp, Deontay Johnson, Eckler, and Joe Mixon. Deontay is so difficult to evaluate. Although I don't think I'm taking Deontay over Stephon Diggs personally. That's just how I rank them. But man, who's going to be the quarterback? That's a massive, massive question. Eckler's pretty good value at the 3.8 as well. Oh, and then we see Diggs go off the board.
Yeah, I want Diggs there. I'm not in love with this team right now. I'll be completely honest.
It can be like that.
Najee, Deshaun Watson, Stephon Diggs. Drafting towards the end is not the best unless like you're at the 112 and like you know what you feel like.
Yeah.
You feel like you have to reach, which is fine, but the 110, you're kind of like right in that middle. It's like, well, do I wait or what?
C. Griffin says a big body compliment to Waddle could actually improve Waddle's number. He's a great young wide receiver. Yeah, that definitely could happen. What's the issue with Kyle Pitts right now? I genuinely believe the issue is that there is no one else the defense has to focus on. Do you know what I mean? So I can definitely see where you're coming from. If there's multiple weapons on the field, it gives opportunities for good players to win one-on-ones. Pitts value at the 3.3. People are loving it. Yeah, I couldn't pass up on Pitts there. In startup drafts last year, I drafted at the 1. I actually took him at the 3.1. So I'm probably one of the biggest Kyle Pitts believers you'll find within the Dynasty community. Even now, I still believe in him. I would love to hear what people think. Do you think Matt Ryan is going to... Will there be a successor drafted this year in Atlanta? Maybe in the second round, in the third round?
What's their NFL draft order?
Well, they're at pick 7, so I don't think they'll take one at pick 7. But maybe at the 2-7, what if, let's say Sam Howell's still on the board? There goes Etienne. Love the pick there for Travis Etienne. Got Cam Akers at 3.11, Andrews at the 3.12, Gibson at the 4.1. Eric is taking a chance here on these quarterbacks.
He is taking a chance on the quarterbacks, and I think I know what he's doing because I might be doing the same thing. Let's see here.
But yeah, it could be interesting if the Falcons, let's say, get Ritter or maybe Carson Strong in the 4th or something. Could be interesting to see if Matt Ryan performs better or if they find a steal.
How old's Diggs? Diggs 28. Sheesh. I might as well go win now-ish. He's my friend. I'm stuck in the middle here because Najee's quote unquote young. Deshaun's quote unquote young, but Diggs is on the other side. I'm gonna go win now. I'm gonna go Devontae Adams here.
Yeah, and I'll say this, by the way, guys.
What the?
Okay, as the first rookie goes off the board, let us know, Trippy, who that rookie is. I'll say this. It's okay to determine your strategy in the first 5 rounds of a Dynasty startup. With the way the players fall to you, it's okay to determine your strategy at that point. Because you might go into a draft with a strategy and the players might not be there to fulfill that strategy. So always stay water, as we say. Let's find out. Okay, I think that's Treylon Burks.
Did he put it?
Yeah, he put it in the sleeper chat.
He put it in the sleeper chat. Okay, Treylon Burks.
Treylon Burks at the 4-4.
His first wide receiver or second wide receiver, yes, Justin Jefferson and Treylon Burks. Yeah, my team's shit right now. My goodness, I hate it. I should have went with my gut in my first pick.
Yeah, it happens.
You want to know what I would have done, which I felt I would have been judged. I think that's why I got embarrassed.
Wow.
I would have went Justin Fields and then took Jalen Hurts on the turnaround. That's what I'm saying.
Justin Fields
at the 110, and then at the turnaround, I would have taken either Deshaun Watson. Well, yeah, I'll throw Deshaun Watson or Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Turnaround, and then had my two top quarterbacks. Because I wanted Justin Fields, but I was like, oh, I'll just wait. I'll see. Maybe he can sneak around, but
yeah,
that just wasn't the case.
Jeremy, so when someone drafts a kicker, we include rookies in these mocks. So essentially what Trippy's done at the 4-4, he drafted a kicker, but he actually told us who that kicker was, what rookie it was. Kickers are placeholder for these rookies. So he actually took Treylon Burks there at the 4-4. Okay, now Elijah Moore's off the board.
Scheiße.
Okay.
Sometimes this is what you got to do, Sometimes you just got to have a bad draft.
Rankings real quick.
You got to have a bad draft and then come back to yourself, look yourself in the mirror and be like, let's reevaluate, huh? Let's rebuild the team, huh?
It's time to reassess here, boys.
Yeah, let's are you the problem or are they the problem? No, it was you. That's
okay, why you got I'm stuck between a couple different mindsets here.
Still pretty young here for Zach.
Yeah, I am a young team.
Model.
All right, I'm going to take Chris Godwin here. I believe he can recover from the ACL, and if he stays in Tampa Bay or he goes somewhere else in free agency, I still believe in him long term. I was considering Terry there, but I just kind of feel better about Godwin at this point.
Chris Godwin's, yeah.
But I don't think it's wrong to have taken Terry there if someone would have preferred him instead. So there we see Monty off the board.
Yeah, guys, make sure you like this video. If get up to 50 likes, I get to shave my legs or eat dog food, as you can see in the poll in the top of the chat there. Make sure you like this video. Maybe
right now it's 52% eat dog food. So
yeah,
if we hit 50 likes, that's what you'll be doing.
What?
22% there. We got another kicker off the board. Justin Tucker from Jalen.
Yeah, let's find out.
Jaden,
let us know who that is. There's a couple questions in the chat I wasn't able to get to. Will Malik Willis possibly drop to Falcons, or is he a lock for first round? Honestly, okay, that is Malik Willis as well.
That is Malik Willis.
I honestly think that Malik Willis, all these quarterbacks, it's going to come down to if a team finds their guy, right? Because the top four, you can make a case for them going anywhere. Corral, Sam Howell, Pickett, all these guys, you can make a case
Yeah.
for going at any point. All right, I'm going to potentially surprise some people here. Let me look at my rankings.
It's not a surprise, man. It's not. It's just not.
All right, so here's an example, right? Do I want Tua in the stack of Jalen Waddle, or do I want to follow my rankings and take Trevor Lawrence? I still believe in Trevor Lawrence. I know it was a bad first year, but I still believe in him as a talent. I still believe in him long term. I think that there's going to be better head coaching coming in. Hopefully, weapons will be back. Etienne's back. So I'm going to go ahead and take Trevor Lawrence here at the 5-3 as my second quarterback. I do think we're going to see better football from him coming forward.
Hope so.
But as far as, yeah, Malik could go in the first. He could go in the second. But we could say that about literally every quarterback in the draft. You know, it's
I don't know,
so hard to predict what that could look like this year.
I think I'm not saying I don't believe in Malik or I don't believe in his talent. I think like the whole comparison with Lamar, which is a good comparison,
Yeah.
I think is skewing maybe the fantasy community, because I wonder if that's what the NFL teams are looking at. You know, obviously they have a much in-depth research. They have all these analytics. They have everything else.
There goes another rookie off the board.
Yeah, there goes another rookie. But I wonder if I still think Pickett will be the first one off the board.
I think Pickett could definitely be the first one off the board. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I'm not sure what this is doing to the screen. Let me see if this is still showing up.
What are you doing there on the? Yeah, I can see it, but I don't know. Garrett Wilson.
Okay, that's Garrett Wilson.
Good old Wilson. I like Garrett Wilson. Eric McPherson.
Let me say this. I know we just released content on Kenny Pickett, but at this point in our rankings are definitely going to change. Our scouting grades were so close for me between these top 4 quarterbacks. But at this point, I actually do have Malik Willis as my quarterback 1 in this year's draft. And after watching more of his individual games, man, he definitely struggled versus good competition. But you can see such a gap in his teammates' talent and the other team's talent. I mean, my guy is running for his life when he's playing against these SEC teams. Of course, because he's on Liberty. I really think he has the highest upside of any player in this draft. I'm not saying he's going to be the best, but I do think he has the highest upside.
Okay, well, got 2 wide receivers.
All right, let's see some comments.
1 running back.
Sorry, guys, trying to keep up with them. Scuva says, I feel like if a team trades up to the late first for Willis for the 5th year, right? Yes, because if you draft a quarterback in the first round, you get that extra year on their contract. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Malik kind of went where Lamar went and when he was drafted. You know, end of the first round, someone might get a steal there. I can see that. Willis looks good, but he's more of a Cam Newton type. Willis, yeah, when you compare him between Lamar, athletically they're similar, but Willis has much better arm talent than Lamar Jackson already. Like at this point right now, he's already a better passer than Lamar Jackson. And that's going to probably be controversial for some people. But the arm strength in particular.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Malik is way better. He's got a much stronger arm than Lamar has. So I still believe in Malik. He's not as shifty as Lamar by any means. He's not a better runner than Lamar. But I think because that prototype is still so new, that not many people are going to be able to find a better comp. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where he goes, because if he goes to a team that he can start immediately, it's going to be crazy, because his rushing upside can definitely be there.
Definitely a project, yeah.
I think but the thing is, a project for a year. Like if he does go to Atlanta, what everyone's kind of talking about, I think they're done with Matt after this year. I think this will be Matt's last season. Ooh, okay, yeah. He gets Zach Wilson and Tua.
Yeah, I like that. I did not expect both of those quarterbacks to be available this late.
Yeah. This draft is chalk to me here, boys. By chalk, I mean like it's terrible. I'm just drafting and I'm just in the chat with the boys now.
What the? Okay, so we have another rookie here at the 6'2". Trying to keep up with all the chat content, by the way. But I'm glad that everyone's really enjoying the live stream today. Malik has been mocked in the top 10 a bit. If he gets draft capital, I feel like he's a lock for the rookie 101. I can see that happening. I can definitely see that happening. Okay, so we see Drake London here at the 6.2 to Tiz TV. He is his third wide receiver. I like it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and now I'm on the board here. I'm just gonna go with another quarterback because I need it. If he does stay, it's great. If he, he's gonna come back with his team. Talks about Chris Godwin coming back and that's Tom Brady since I'm a win now team, quote unquote.
That pick could be instantly no value.
What the? Honestly, instantly. That's why it's chalked, boys.
Yeah, but it's good to try new things. It's good to try things and have fun. All right, Trippy, let us know who the 6'4 is here.
All right. Thanks, Rockley.
Oh no, it may be chalked.
Oh no, maybe
it's like actually, you know what? Right now, it's probably chalked. Yeah. Oh my god, that's funny. Evan Peterson.
Youth is just a thing. Like I don't know. Like I guess I'm trying the win now strategy, and it just doesn't feel like it's
just
great.
have fun with it. You know, you got to try. Different strategies.
And I think like I've always went young in Dynasty, the mock drafts and in startup drafts in general.
Okay, so the 6'4 is Matt Corral.
Matt Corral, nice.
Now we got to pick it here at the 6'6. Let's find out who that is.
Yeah, so I just like the youth. I think. I like the youth.
Matt Corral. Okay, so there we go. Breece Hall. That's actually super unfortunate because I was going to take him with my next pick. He's definitely the running back I'm the most excited about. Yeah, it does feel weird going win now when you usually go young.
Yeah,
I can definitely agree with that.
And it's just like you just feel like you just have to reset your team like in a year or two where like I can just sit on these players. Just weird.
Yeah, the ideal situation is proven young talent. But that's what everyone wants.
Exactly. That's what everyone wants. So
let's see. Garrett said I'd say Willis is a better throwing Hurts. Yeah, Hurts. I don't know. I see them a little bit differently because Hurts is just not impressive as a passer at all.
Bro, that was my comp. Remember?
I don't remember, but I believe you.
I could be wrong, but the first thing I said when we were watching tape and going through all the Malik Willis stuff, I was like, man, he kind of looks like a Jalen Hurts-esque type vibe. He just has the better arm. He could be the more accurate Jalen Hurts. He can move. He knows, like there was everything that I saw there. It's interesting.
It is interesting. Zach,
by the way, try to download the first video.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing that now.
Because it's full now, and then my last video hasn't uploaded.
Okay, I'm gonna.
2 of them.
What the?
Let me look at my rankings real quick. Let me look at my rankings right quick because I want to make sure that this is the player that I want. All right, so I'm going to take Chris Olave there. Chris Olave is going to be the pick.
Okay. Chris Olave, all good. Yeah, it seems
Chris Olave at the 6'10.
Walker over Hall. Everyone loves a young team until time to roster for a team for game day. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, that's actually true. All right, so there goes St. Brown off the board. At the 6'11. I'm okay with that value there for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can we move the picks up? That's my bad. Yeah, let's do that.
Are you keeping it small so you can just keep the picks on the left?
I'm keeping it as small as I can, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the draft screen.
Yeah.
Because the draft, yeah, okay, nice.
I'm keeping it as small as I can.
Michael Carter back.
Oops.
What the?
There goes another one there.
All right, let's find out who that is.
7.2 there. We're going to find out right now from Garrett. What the? Can you pick it?
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't
so
know. I
Kenny
love
Pickett's
Pickett,
off
man.
the board there.
What the?
There goes another one. Okay, this is you.
I'm gonna take Kenneth Walker with mine.
Okay.
I really like Kenneth Walker. I mean, when I watch his tape,
Man.
at least to me, I see Nick Chubb watching him. He's obviously not as strong. He's not as quick, but I see as far as like a pure runner, you can see shades of Nick Chubb when you watch him for me.
Man, it's gonna be so interesting to just to see these. Like, we're drafting these guys just based off their talent. Like, we're not drafting him based on where they're at. And once we know based on where
What
they're at,
the?
it's gonna be so much more exciting.
Yeah.
Just to know with all these where these guys are gonna go. I think Kenneth Walker should go to the Falcons. I think
We just want any running back to go to the Falcons. Let's be honest.
I don't mind. Yeah, last year we was like, man, he can go to the Falcons, and it didn't happen. I forgot who it was.
Isaiah Spiller.
Nice.
Okay, so that's the 7-4. Is that right?
Yeah, it's always disappointing when a team goes to a backup, bro. I mean, a player goes
What
to like
the?
Chuba Hubbard. Oh my God! Imagine if he actually went to a team where he can start. We saw glimpses.
I don't know. Personally, I'm not that high on Chuba. I think he's good, but I don't think he's a superstar or anything. There goes Kyron Williams. All right, guys.
I feel
You
like
know
all the
I
running
love-
backs off the ball.
You know I love Kyron. I have to say, though, I don't know if the draft capital is going to be there in the real draft for Kyron to be guaranteed production, if that makes sense. Because of the body type, I believe in the talent, but because of the body type and the type of player that he is, I think we just do not know how long it will take for him to really get a shot. I mean, you even think about Austin Eckler. It took Austin Eckler a long time
What the?
to actually get a shot at the starting role, and that doesn't always happen. What if Melvin Gordon doesn't get injured? Who knows? So
Yeah.
a lot of things are going to have to break his way. I love him as a talent. I said this when I was watching the Chiefs game. I said, why not Kyron Williams to Kansas City in like the third round? Do you know what I mean? I think he'd be a great fit there. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and I think maybe that's what Dave is kind of thinking. He's hoping he loves the talent, and he's banking on the landing spot to kind of bring him to that that area where you can kind of draft him in this spot, so you can get that value.
All right, that's Jamison Williams. I love the pick there. You guys know how much I love Jamison Williams.
What the?
There's the 7-8. I think we're getting a little rookie happy now. Yeah, Kyron to KC would be amazing. I mean, I think what we were shown in the playoffs is that they don't believe in Clyde long term. At least personally, that's how I feel. Like, at least let me say this: I don't think they see Clyde as a workhorse in their offense. Can we agree there?
George Pickens.
George Pickens. Okay. Okay. She's saying love me, but I don't care.
It's a win now team, Why not? It's a win now team. I'm hoping somebody fall to me.
Okay.
You could.
So George Pickens at the 7-8. Love George Pickens. Really hope he can figure it out, man. You get the 7-9.
I'm gonna go young here. My second young person. Third young person ish. Hollywood Brown. I like Hollywood.
Yeah, I like Hollywood too. Pickens is your wide receiver 1, Jeremy. Yeah, I mean, look, as a pure talent, it's hard to argue him out of the top 3. The combine is going to be so big for him. It'll be so big for his draft stock.
100%.
All right, 7-11. We got another. I think we're getting rookie happy here. Zach, the Washington. What is it going to be? Big day coming up, bro. I'm really scared that it's actually going to be the Commanders. All right, that's Sam Howell off the board. But I saw a video where Jason Wright, who's been heading up this name change, talked about how there's going to have to be a lot of misdirection. So I'm hoping that the Commanders hype is misdirection, but if it actually is the name, I'll have a little cry, and then I'll just try and get on board for it. I don't love that name. But I'm thinking about doing a reaction video on our main channel to the Washington name change. What do you guys think? Would that be funny if I like reacted to it for the first time?
You guys should go watch. Not thinking about it. It was just terrible setup. But we were watching the draft live with everyone, and when
Yeah, that was awful.
the linebacker Jamin Davis got drafted, he was like, you should have saw. He was like, who the is that guy?
Goes like Conor McGregor. Who
Yeah.
the fuck is that guy? Yeah, no, I was pissed, and I still don't think it was the right. I still don't think it was the right pick for us there, Jamin Davis. A lot of potential, but you can see even JOK was on the board, and I said JOK would have been the better option, and he's already proven that he probably was. But Pickens might be the best value in this rookie draft. I hope he gets good draft capital for sure. I mean, Pickens could go in the first.
I think
he could
so.
go in the second. Who knows?
I love Pickens, and you're right. I think the time with the injuries and the combine is perfect. He's gonna be a guy that shoots up the draft board, in my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure, all these mock Mel Kiper and everyone is already mocking him in the top.
Who the hell is Mel Kiper anyway?
Who the hell is Mel Kiper anyway? I'm pretty sure they're mocking him in the top 10, top 12 already. So it's going to be interesting to see.
No way Pickens goes that high. I mean, I guess it could happen.
I've seen one when I'm pretty sure it was 9.
That would be surprising.
It was something like that. I have to find it. But I mean, there's a lot of teams that need a wide receiver. Jacksonville needs another wide receiver. Detroit, Houston, the Jets needs a big wide receiver. Carolina needs one. Atlanta needs another receiver.
Who the hell is Mel Kiper anyway?
Cleveland needs a wide receiver. Philly needs a big wide receiver. So, I mean, there's a lot of teams.
Needs a
I don't know
quarterback.
if
No, I'm joking.
Philly. You just don't like Jalen Hurts.
Dave
You don't like
says-
Jalen Hurts the same way I hate when Kyler Murray scrambles in the pocket.
No, I actually have a bunch of respect for Jalen Hurts. I really, really do. All right, I think at this point it's time
really,
for
really
me
do.
to get my. It's time
Be
for me to
careful.
get my
You're running back
my second running back.
because you don't have one.
I do have a running back. I have
Oh,
Kenneth
you do
Walker.
have running. You have Kenneth Walker.
And I'm
Okay.
going to go ahead and grab Miles Sanders here. Still 24
believe
years
in Miles?
old. I think that's good value there at the 8.10. So now my wide receivers are Waddle, Godwin, and Chris Olave. And I can't believe I took Olave over Williams. I guess my head completely blanked. I assumed Williams was gone. I definitely should have taken Jameson there. But anyway, now I've got Kenneth Walker and Miles Sanders, which I feel good about.
Dave said I took Kyron because my brother was in the room and I live across the street from Notre Dame.
Got to show the love.
Honestly, see you there. Dodson, Mel Piper.
Who the hell is Mel Kiper anyway?
Rockley, imagine Pickens falling to the Hawks opposite DK and putting Lockett and put Lockett exclusively in the slot. Oh gosh, finally. Well,
I wouldn't like that though for
the question
fantasy.
is who's the quarterback?
I want him to go somewhere where he's going to be a focus, you know.
Let me ask you this.
There's no way he gets looks over DK.
Let me ask you this. Well, I already know the answer. I was gonna say, what if he goes to Atlanta, and then are you scared of Kyle Pitts and Pickens?
That would be
and this
great.
and that?
No, I wouldn't be scared. That would be helpful.
Yeah, I know you exactly. I know it's gonna be helpful. You know, they're gonna be take some pressure off of, what you call it?
His name's
Kyle
Kyle
Pitts.
Pitts. That's what you call it. Rockley
That guy-
says thoughts on Wan'Dale Robinson. Any landing spots or coaches you want to see him with specifically? And then Chippy asked if we can put to 30-second clock, which we definitely can do at my next pick.
100%,
Love Wan'Dale Robinson. I think every team in the NFL could use a player like Wan'Dale. He doesn't have the elite speed by any means, but what he can do in the short, his short area burst is very, very impressive. It reminds me a little bit of Tyreek. Doesn't have the speed Tyreek has, but the short area burst is very similar. So there's now 30 seconds on the clock. Let's find out who the 9.2 is.
He's everywhere. He's a small, shifty guy. He can go anywhere on the field. He can be utilized like a swift army knife. He can be a punt returner, kick returner, slot
David
receiver,
Bell. Okay,
whatever
David
the case
Bell.
may be.
All right, here at the 9.3,
Mind you of non-injury prone Kadarius Toney with better hands. I'm pretty sure that was one thing that we said was Kadarius Toney, but I think Kadarius Toney is, yeah, I think it's a little bit more shifty.
I'm between Kadarius Toney right now. I just got auto picked for Tony Pollard. I was about to take Kadarius Toney, so
GG's.
great.
Great. You love to see it. Yeah, Wandale definitely reminds me of that. So interesting. I actually had a trade for Kadarius Toney with somebody. Let me message.
I was definitely just about to draft Kadarius Toney, so GG's.
Tommy, your boy Big Broccoli. What are you thinking, brother? I'm gonna send the text right now. What do you think about that? What do we think about that trade?
All right, so there we see Damian Harris and Ramondre back to back. I'm so annoyed that why was I auto picked for Tony Pollard? Surely he wasn't in the ADP, the next player available.
I don't know.
Why Tony Pollard? Why not Ramondre or?
It's probably because you needed. Yeah, true. He probably
There's no way
ADP.
Tony was ahead of Damian Harris and Ramondre. Anyway,
Maybe
that's
he
my
was.
fault
Maybe
for
he was.
our auto drafting.
But Daggy, how do you feel about us getting the ball? Bro, Dable. I love it. I think it's great. The Buffalo Bills is becoming the New York Giants. That's exactly what's going to happen. It may
the
take
Giants are becoming the Buffalo Bills.
Sorry. Yeah, true. The Giants are becoming the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Everything needs to fall.
Sorry. Juxer just said set the 30-second timer, immediately get auto picked. Yeah, I literally set the timer and got auto picked. Apparently, Dave Dixon wants you to do a trade with him.
Bro,
one of our follower leagues.
I've been trying to. Okay, hold on. Let me finish. Finish.
Yeah, you had a thought process you were going through.
Yeah, I am just gonna pick Aaron Jones here because my team's chalked. Great talent, great opportunity. You know, maybe Aaron Rodgers stays. Let's hype it up a little bit, huh? Aaron Jones.
You've chalked this mock completely.
This is terrible. I'm so sorry. I really shouldn't be doing this. I really should be giving people some decent advice. But we all know each other. Look, I love Dable. I think he's going to bring leadership. He's going to try everything in his power to give Daniel Jones the best opportunity in the 1 year. You know, it's going to be this year. We need to see massive improvement from Daniel Jones, maybe 8 to 9 wins minimum. If we do get that, then Daniel Jones stays. I think the biggest priority is offensive line, and that's what they're preaching right now. Joe Shane and Brian Dable has been talking about we need an offensive line. So if that happens, I think we have the weapons around us. We're going to draft the offensive line, in my personal opinion, or trade for some pieces. We have Kenny G, Kadarius Toney. I do believe we'll get a late-in wide receiver. I mean, why not get a Wandale on the other side? It can be the quote-unquote Sterling Shepard or the David Bell on the other side, even though I doubt they're going to fall. Just hypotheticals.
Hey, just so you know, can you upload that content that we made today? Right now, I only have 284, 282, and 286.
Okay, I'm just thinking another guy here. Hey, I'll go Hunter Renfrow. Yeah, come on. So I love it. I think it's gonna change. Do you think if we get Dorsey, which we think we are we gonna turn Jones into something like Josh Allen? Absolutely. I said it before.
You guys are setting your expectations way too high.
No, and I'm not setting any expectations. I think they're going to give Daniel Jones the one last year with a better offense, with a better offensive mindset, give him everything he possibly can. Then they're going to truly evaluate him. The last 3 years, couldn't evaluate him.
Be careful. Not everybody is going to be able to be that quarterback.
Yeah, and I'm okay with it. And I'm okay because if we either get Daniel Jones to do good enough to make it to the playoffs or bad enough to get Bryce Young. And I'm okay with that.
What if you're just a mediocre team in between?
Then
I now have an 81 as well, by the way.
Right. If we're a mediocre team overall, then we're just in the same spot that we left off from last year. Well, technically we've been shit, but
all right, I was hoping that Kirk would still be on the board here. I'm going to take my third quarterback at the 10-10.
Okay, that's good. There was another question down there. I forgot what they said. Dave Dixon, Becky, you said no all season long. Just hit accept. I want picks. That's all I want. I just
He
want
wants
some picks.
If the Texans hire Brian Flores, do you think they keep Watson, or is that not enough to keep Watson there? I thought about that, but I just think Watson is done. I don't think there's reconciliation there between them. I think that's what the Texans want. The Texans want to hire Brian Flores and then have Watson stay, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. I just think he wants out.
I think so too. I mean,
What's up, Lakers?
the thing is, he gets to choose where he goes.
Yeah,
That's going to be the hardest part. Like, where is he going to want to go?
Washington. Apparently, Washington's ready to take a big swing, baby. Let's do it.
Send another
Why
one.
not us? Why not us?
Ugh. Washington shit. He just got a new name.
Shut up.
He's not going to want to go to a team that just rebranded because, you know, the owners have some questionable things. You know, if he goes to Washington with the owners, that is a bad rep for Deshaun Watson because of all the shit they talking about Deshaun. Well, he did this to all these women or did this to all this women. And
This
then the
is,
owners
the
talking all this other
11-3 is
stuff.
the 11-3 is Wandale Robinson. I mean, I'm
we'll
not
see.
dizzy. I think
maybe Deshaun-
who is Giants like the least winning team in the last how many years?
I don't care.
If anyone's dizzy,
Yeah.
it's you. He's
okay.
dizzy.
We're moving in the right direction. Huh?
Okay. So I took Wandale Robinson. Really like Wandale. Very explosive player. And I think at this point in the draft at 11-3, I think he's a good risk reward type pick. Then we see
Dave, say
Kirk,
another one.
OBJ.
You're
I
my
think that's great
MVP.
value for OBJ. Tannehill, Allen Robinson, Gabe Davis. Good value for those guys. I think we're going to do 15 rounds. Okay, guys? 15 rounds.
15 rounds. Here we go. What's coming at me this time? Here we go. I see a couple people here. I like that guy. I like that guy.
I sent another with three picks. You're on my MVP by saying no. Where do you guys want to see Watson? Personally, I would love to see him in Washington. Just 'cause I'm a Washington fan. But
Go Thielen here.
Miami would have been the best landing spot. Now Denver would be really good.
Yeah, Denver would be crazy. I don't mind the Steelers. I actually don't mind Steelers at Denver.
Colts would be amazing.
Colts would be crazy.
Could you
I'm trying to
imagine
think
him
of it too.
on the Colts? But there's
about
no way
Seattle?
that he gets traded in the division, bro.
Imagine they get rid of Russ and just get Deshaun. And then Russ wouldn't go to Texans though.
Yeah, Calvin Austin is definitely like a low key sleeper. His size is definitely going to be a big question mark in the NFL. I mean, he is way undersized. So, really fun player to watch. But I think his draft capital is going to be pretty low. So from a dynasty perspective, it does worry me. All right, we see Thielen, Sutton, Rondale, Laviska, and then we see General Mills Davis at the 12-2. Might bring that down for people to see.
General Mills.
How does Patterson go in front of Connor? Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, Patterson. Who knows where Patterson is next year? James Conner probably should have been the pick. Then we see Kareem Hunt. Then James Conner goes off the board.
Which one? Sorry, tell me the videos that you have, Zach. I'll read it out to you. Or read it out to me.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I sent you a message on Facebook, but basically I have 181 or 281, 282, 284, 286.
Okay, so
I don't have 3 or 5.
Yeah. Well,
Unless they're still uploading.
I have 281, 282, 283, 284, 286, and the only one that didn't upload is 285. So
Okay.
just the
Oh,
content.
we got a rookie there at the 12-6.
Oh, okay. We got some fast pickers here, and I love it.
Let's see. Let us know who that rookie is by Apple Pie. Yeah, he'd be really fun to see in Denver. Sky Moore.
This off season is gonna be crazy.
We said that
You
last
know?
year, and it was really disappointing.
The draft was crazy.
The draft was crazy last year. That's true.
I feel like we said the draft was crazy. I don't know about the off season, but maybe we probably do say that all the.
I do like Sky Moore there, by the way. Very interesting player out of this year's draft. Okay. I gotta make a pick real quick here. And I'm gonna go ahead and take Ronald Jones.
You like Rojo?
Super
My
young
guy?
still, very very young. Maybe he goes somewhere in free agency and finds himself a role.
Yeah.
It's probably a wasted
We'll
pick.
see. We'll see. We'll see.
Jacoby
25
Myers.
25 people watching. All love, guys. Make sure you like the video. We come out with content every single day at the moment, twice a day. We have a lot of good content coming out, a lot of buy or sells. Make sure you drop in the comments as well or in the chat here what videos you want to see. Buy or sell, panic meters, dynasty sell trade or trade videos, anything
Well,
you want.
in our
We have.
Discord, you can actually suggest content as well. So if you join the Discord, there's a part of our Discord where you can suggest content.
Yeah, we have. I know we have people requested AJ Dillon. We recorded AJ Dillon. People requested Hunter Renfro. We recorded Hunter Renfro. Anyone on this board here that you would like to talk about or you want us to talk about, put in the chat or put it in the Discord. Let us know what you want to
Hey,
see.
I really like Terrace Marshall still, and I don't see Robbie Anderson being a long term option there. So I'm gonna take a chance on Terrace there, the 13th round.
Go Timar.
See who the 13-4 is here.
Super Bowl. The Cincinnati Bengals versus
Trey
the Los
McBride.
Angeles
Yeah,
Rams.
you know what? That is a very good pick, and he should
Wow.
have gone much earlier. Well done.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Should have gone much earlier.
Throw your Super Bowl predictions in the chat. I would love to see it. I'm 50-50. Zach and I were talking about this before the live stream. You would love to see Matthew Stafford win because it's been a long time coming, but at the same time, you would love to see Joey B just go off in his second year after tearing his ACL, after they said they should have drafted Penei Sewell. And then they get Jamar Chase, and now he's in the Super Bowl. Come on.
What are your thoughts on Jones Jr.? I like Jones Jr. I think he's just going to get lost in this year's draft. He could end up being a steal, but I think he's going to get lost in the later rounds.
Oh, shit. I'm on the clock. That's me.
Decent size for a wide receiver. Does a lot of things really well. But, I don't see him being a big name in this year's draft. Probably more of a complimentary wide receiver is what he could be, in my opinion. All right, guys, we got 29 likes on the video. Thanks, everybody. Right now, it's 51% shave his legs. So if we hit 50 likes, Badaki will have to shave his legs. You can help us get there.
Shave my legs.
Huge love for the likes so far, for the subs. By the way, shout out to Taddy Wong for the sub. You subbed about 20 minutes ago. Shout out to you.
All love, man. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We also have another channel, Redraft channel. If you guys haven't been with us your first time, we do have a redraft channel where we do a lot of. Ooh, that's a guy I was gonna pick, Nico Collins. Once again, it's chalk, so I'm gonna go with people I believe in, Kenny G.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
you
it's
definitely
actually,
just did that just to troll.
Yeah. We have a redraft channel. We do a lot of redraft content. We're actually brainstorming of trying to get some more content on that channel. If you have any ideas of redraft, let us know what you want to see on that channel in a redraft perspective, some value or anything. So it's actually really exciting.
Yeah.
Make sure you go subscribe to that as well. Fantasyland Football.
Yeah, it's on our channel as well with our connected channel. Here goes Diami. I've got a pick in mind that I'd like to make here, so we'll see if he's available. Diami off the board. What's Juxter gonna do?
What's Juxter gonna do, huh? Talk it up.
Where's Mike Myers?
Mike Myers.
There we go. I'm drafting Mike Myers. No, that's Jalen Weidermeyer.
Jalen Wymeyer.
I wish I got Trey McBride. I should have made that pick earlier, but sometimes you get lost in the sauce. Jalen Weidermeyer. All right, 14-11. Let's see who it is. Weidermeyer. Something's wrong with me. I have a problem. I think we're going to have to make this list much smaller.
Yeah, it's okay. Carson Strong.
Yeah, I like that pick there. Oh, shoot. I'm on the clock again. Okay. At this point, this is my last pick. I think I know who I want. All right. I'm going to take Jordan Love here. Why not Jordan Love? Let's see what we got, baby. Let's see what we got.
Let's see what you got, huh?
I
have a guy I'm picking.
You have someone on your mind?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to everyone who's subbed on the live stream. Really appreciate you guys. It means a lot that you'd want to be a part of the community. Keep seeing this kind of content. 124 subs. I think we've done it 3 weeks now. It's been awesome to see it grow. If you guys want to be a part of these mocks, you can join our Discord. Link is pinned in the chat. So the 15-4 is Romeo Dalbs.
Yeah.
Come on.
So yeah, if you want to be a part of these, it's a pretty easy way to join. We're about to do mock, draft grades here. Let me actually tell people in the chat.
Here we go. I'm gonna go with the guy that you expect to be the backup. That is the backup currently for the GOAT, Tom Brady. They said it was chalked, but I'm redeeming myself with Kyle Trask. It's mental.
Okay, do you want to go ahead and start the draft grades with Jaden?
Sure. Jaden, what's good, my brother? We're gonna go from the 101, huh? Patrick Mahomes. That's all you have at quarterback currently. And I'm pretty sure you have some rookies. Then you have Deebo Samuel, T. Higgins, Mike Evans, Brandon Cooks, and Russell Gage. Then you got Monty, Michael Carter, Lenny, Chase Edmonds, and Trey Sermon with Dalton Schultz and Brevin Jordans. And then
Malik Willis is his other quarterback,
Malik Willis, and then you have the 12-12.
which is Desmond Ritter.
So you have two quarterbacks. So you good quarterback depth. You're going high upside there.
I like
with
this
your
team.
quarterbacks. Yeah, and I like this team as well. I think I would have taken. Actually, no. I mean, that's fine. I was just thinking of maybe Dalton Schultz. Maybe I would have waited another round. I was okay with that group of tight ends, But I think they all went after you. Actually, I would have taken Frymuth over Dalton.
Yeah.
Maybe there. I would even at the 8-12. I think Frymuth at that with that value is great in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I definitely that was probably the only thing I would have changed. I like the Monty pick. I believe in Monty. And your wide receiver room is decent. With Mike Evans, you have some good vets and some good young people that you can kind of build off on. So I give this team a B+.
Yeah, it's a good team. I like
Yeah.
it. All right, we got Jarrett. Let's see. Who are your rookies here? 7-2. You've got Kenny Pickett. At the 9-2, you have David Bell. And at the 14-11, you have Carson Strong. Okay, so your running backs are Jonathan Taylor, Elijah Mitchell, A.J. Dillon, James Robinson, Myles Gaskin. I think that's a relatively strong running back room for a dynasty league.
Yeah.
Your wide receivers are DK Metcalf, Terry McLaurin, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jacoby Myers, and David Bell. Your quarterbacks are Jalen Hurts, Kenny Pickett, Carson Strong. Tight ends are Hunter Henry and Logan Thomas. All right, so my biggest issue with the team, I like the depth at running back, good running back room, good wide receiver room as well. I like the wide receiver room. I like the David Bell pick. But your weaknesses are quite clear, and to me, it's quarterback and tight ends. In a SuperFlex league, you really ideally want two quarterbacks that you can rely on in your starting lineup. So for me, as much as I love Kenny Pickett, it's no guarantee that he's going to be fantasy relevant. And you guys know that Jalen Hurts, I respect what he did this year, but I still don't want him in Dynasty because I'm not sure that he can be a long-term answer. I'm not saying that he won't be, but I'm personally just steering clear of Jalen Hurts from a long-term perspective. Okay, doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just my opinion from what I've seen from him. Although I do respect what he did this year. So it's a good team. I'm gonna give it a the quarterbacks. I really, really want strong quarterbacks on my team. So that's gonna judge my grade a little bit. It's a B flat. It's a B flat for this team.
Okay. Okay. Juster. Justin Herbert, Justin Fields is your quarterback with Tyreek Hill, Elijah Moore, the guy that I love, Rashad Bateman, Christian Kirk, Josh Palmer, and Donovan People-Jones Jr. Then you have Nick Chubb, Damian Harris as your running backs with Mike Gesicki. Got the 5-4. I'm pretty sure that was Garrett Wilson. I love that pick. I think it's a great pick. He's my number one wide receiver on from the rookie wide receivers. And then you have the 7-4. You have Isaiah Spiller. This where you get some more depth in your running back room with Nick Chubb, Isaiah Spiller, and Damian Harris. Then at the bottom there, you have Trey McBride, who's a guy that we just released a video on. We love. He's our tight end one with Romeo Dowds, which is some more depth, a young piece in that wide receiver room. This is a good team. This is a really good team. I like this team. I think, in my opinion, this could be one of the best teams here. If I had to nitpick, I think I see Christian Kirk pick. Maybe I would have taken Gabriel Davis over Christian Kirk. Maybe even Michael Gallup, Rondell Moore over them. And maybe even Jacoby Myers. I just don't know where Christian Kirk's going to go, of where he's going to be successful. I like the Josh Palmer pick. I like the Donovan Peoples-Jones pick. This is a very young team. This is a futuristic team. Probably besides Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is probably the oldest. Not oldest. Technically Tyreek. But Tyreek, he got a couple years. So I'm going to give this team. I want to give this team an A-.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not in love with having Gesicki as my tight end, but the fact that he got Trey McBride at the 13-4, I mean, that's massive. That's probably could end up one of the steals of the draft. I think McBride could be a late first, early second. So yeah, I like the team. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. All right, Dave. Your team is Joe Burrow, AJ Brown, Mac Jones. Why am I doing this? Let's go positions. You got Joe Burrow, Mac Jones as your quarterbacks. The 7-5. Who's the 7-5? Kyren Williams. Okay.
That's his only rookie, it looks like.
Okay, so Joe Burrow, Mac Jones. Wide receivers are A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Michael Pittman, OBJ, K.J. Osborne, Diami, Tim Patrick. Running backs are Dalvin Cook, Ramondre Stevenson, Cordero Patterson, and Kyren Williams. Tight end is Dawson Knox, Cole Kmet. Okay, so look, I like Mac Jones. I really do like Mac Jones, and this could end up being value at the 3-5 if he continues to progress. But I don't have Mac Jones ranked higher than, and people are probably going to be upset about this. I don't have him ranked higher than Trevor Lawrence. I don't have him ranked higher than Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson, Tua. So for me, I don't think he would have been gone at the 4-8. So I think you probably could have gotten better value. I can't guarantee that would have happened, right? But that's just a little nitpick for me. I don't have him ranked this high. Doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean I'm wrong. Just my opinion. And then Kyren Williams. I love Kyren Williams, but I think look at all the talent that went after him. I do think there was probably better players on the board, specifically Jameson Williams, George Pickens. I mean, some of these rookie quarterbacks as well. So as much as I love Kyren, I do question if he's going to get opportunity and if he ever will be able to be, a dominant running back in an NFL, not because of lack of talent, but because of his size. And I don't know if a team's going to view him that way.
Okay.
I like tight end Dawson Knox. I like your tight end. So it's a good team. There's a couple things I would have done differently personally, That doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but I'm going to give it a B flat as a team.
Okay. Everett at the 1-6. Kyler Murray, Derek Carr, Ryan Tannehill. Then you got CMC, Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry. It looks like with Alexander Madison and Chuba Hubbard, it looks like you're going on a win now road. Cooper Kupp, DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Williams, Roberto Woods with George Kittle and Gronk. This is definitely a win now team. You do have one rookie, who is Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Which I'm not as high on as everyone else.
I love him.
I believe in his talent. I think that injury is really going to set him back for years and years. Not years and years, maybe 2 years at most.
I just
You
don't.
know, so
I think it's great value where he got him, to be honest, personally.
I think it's really hard. I mean, let's see who else was on the board. Pickens.
There's not
I
a player
mean,
I would have taken
yeah,
over
it's
him at
not a
that
player I
point.
would have taken over him, but yeah, absolutely. Like maybe I would have gone a different route. Maybe I would have gone Ayuk. You
Mm.
know, maybe I would have gone Hollywood Brown or Mooney or whatever the case may be. But I like this team overall. I think it's definitely a win now team. So, I think this is a B plus team. I think the only thing I had to nitpick is the rookie pick,
Okay.
in my
All right.
opinion.
Bye, apple pie.
Bible pal.
Let's see who your rookies are first. Let's see. We got Brees at the 6-6. We've got a 12-6, which is Sky Moore. Okay, so we've got Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Jameis Winston. Our wide receivers are Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Juju, Allen Robinson, Sky Moore. Our running backs are J.K. Dobbins. It's great value where you got Dobbins there. J.K. Dobbins, Zeke Elliott, Gus Edwards, Brees Hall. And tight end is Hawkinson. I think that's it. It's a good team. I am not in love with Deontay Johnson here this early. It's just a lot of unknowns at the moment. Who's going to be the quarterback? Are they going to prefer Deontay? You know, the reason that Deontay was so valuable was because Big Ben could not throw a long ball to save his life. If a big name comes in, why would Claypool not become the more valuable player? I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking about. Or why would they not be more 50-50 as far as target share? I mean, Claypool is a massive talent. Big Ben's skill sets just never fit Claypool. And you could see that anytime Big Ben tried to throw it longer than 3 yards. So I like Deontay as a talent. I just don't know if that's good value there. I like the Brees Hall pick. I was about to take him myself. So I'm good with that. I like the team overall. I like that you have good, strong quarterbacks. You have running backs that you can rely on. Zeke, I don't like Zeke, but you got him super late. So overall, I really like this team. The only nitpick I have is that the wide receivers that you have are not ones that I'm in love with. So I'm going to give this a B+. It's a good team. I'm just not in love with the wide receivers.
Okay. FF Griffin, the 1.8. Jamar Chase, Jerry Jeudy, Chase Claypool, Gabriel Davis, and DJ Chalk with Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, and Sam Darnold. You also have Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs, Rashad Penny, Darrell Henderson, and Melvin Gordon. And your tight end is Kelsey. I think this is more of a win now team besides your first pick in Jamar Chase, in my personal opinion. Maybe Jerry Jeudy. Everyone is half and half, I feel. And then your rookie pick at the 7-8 was George Pickens, big wide receiver. We love the high upside with him with George Pickens. The draft is going to determine a lot where he's going to go. Maybe just once again, just trying to find nitpicky things just so you guys can kind of understand where we're coming from. Man, I actually can't find anything. Chark, maybe if I'm really gonna go nitpick, I would have took it to Palmer. I don't like Chalk long term. I would have took a chance on Russell Gage as well.
I think this is a win now team, so I understand Kelsey. But if I'm not a win now team, I'm not going to draft Kelsey this early.
Yeah, the 4 or 5, that makes sense. There's a lot of question marks, hoping that people kind of bank or whatever the case may be. But
yeah,
who's going to be these guys' quarterbacks? I think overall is a decent team. I'm gonna give it.
Good team.
Yeah, I love the Jamar Chase, Matthews. I love the first 3 picks for sure. I'm gonna just give this team a B flat.
Okay.
I think it's just a good team.
Wow,
It's gonna
B
compete.
flat, even though you love it.
Did I say I love it? Sorry. I mean, I think it's gonna compete. I think it's gonna be a really good team. But sorry, I use my words too much.
All right, at the 4-4 here, we have the first one, which is Burks. At the 6-4, we have Corral. At the 8-4, we have Jahan Dotson. Okay. All right, Trippy. Your wide receivers are Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, Michael Gallup, Tyler Boyd, Treylon Burks and Jahan Dotson. I love me some Treylon Burks, so I'm definitely okay with the value. Quarterbacks are Trey Lance, Matt Corral, Carson Wentz. So obviously hoping that Matt Corral can land in a good situation and develop. I think he can. I don't think it's a guarantee either. So taking Corral at the 6'4", I mean, who were the other quarterbacks that were available at that point at the 6'4"? Let me try and see. Let's see. So Corral went, and then we had Pickett at the 7'3". I mean, look, at that point, if he's your guy, go get your guy. I like Corral. I'm just trying to figure out personally how he's going to translate into the NFL. But I like the team. I love the pick of Pat Frymuth. Irv Smith is a good late round, like who knows what happens type pick. Your running backs are Mixon, Saquon, Devin Singletary, James Conner. Great value with Conner if he resigns. And Saquon, hard to say what he's going to be, but I'm okay with the value. It's a good team. My only nitpick is probably going to be the fact that we don't know what we're really getting out of your second quarterbacks. Wentz and Corral, hopefully there's enough there for you to, build a platform for the future. But if neither of those guys can give you top 12 performance, then you're probably going to regret that pick there. But this is really hypothetical because we don't know what Corral could be. But yeah, I mean, you could have at the 5'9" taken both of these quarterbacks. It's just a nitpick. I like the team. It is a B+ for me. I do like this team. That's the only question marks I have are around your quarterback security.
Okay.
All right, Tiz
Makes
TV.
Sense. Tiz TV. I like Matt. I like Matt Corral a lot. So Tiz TV at the 111 here. Dak Prescott, Davis Mills, and Jimmy G to the Washington football team or the Washington Commanders. CeeDee Lamb, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, Cortland Sutton, Nico Collins with Cam Akers, Travis Etienne, and Kenneth Gainwell. Then you have Dallas Goedert with Noah Fant, and then you have Young Ho Koo at the 6'2", which is technically Drake London, and at the 7'11", you have Sam Howell. So you get some more quarterback depth, and then you get another wide receiver because you technically, decent. I think the biggest question for me is your running back depth. Cam Akers, Travis Etienne with Kenneth Gainwell. You need a little bit more running back depth, in my opinion. Travis Etienne at the 4-2 is great. I like J.K. Dobbins a lot more, in my opinion. I know probably Zach will disagree.
No, I do have Dobbins ahead of Etienne in my rankings, even though I do love Etienne.
I think your thing would have been Akers. You would have liked Etienne with Dobbins instead of Akers.
I'm not a big Akers guy like that. I don't have Akers ranked that high.
And I'm more of an Akers fan and Dobbins fan compared, and I'm kind of down on Etienne. So once again, just nitpicking. Your wide receiver room is decent. I like Nico Collins pick, a lot of high upside player there. Cortland Sutton, we're gonna see what happens with the mouths to feed.
How annoying would it be if Aaron Rodgers went to Denver and then Devontae Adams came with him? Like, that would be so frustrating for Jerry Jeudy owners and Cortland Sutton owners. It's like, bro, we got the wide receivers.
Yeah, like, actually, man, I don't know if we can do this.
We got shooters.
Maybe they trade Cortland Sutton away, or maybe they just re-signed him. They literally just re-signed all three of their wide receivers.
And I don't see anyone who's trying to pay that much money for Cortland Sutton.
Look, overall, this team is decent. Once again, the running back depth is my biggest concern here, so I'll probably have to give it a B-. But I like your talent. I like the Sam Howell pick. I think he has some upside. And Drake London, big body bends, 6'5". See you there.
Big body bends, member. Did we give a grade?
I said B-.
Okay. Eric, what's up, brother? Okay, so you went running back heavy here. DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, Antonio Gibson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Khalil Herbert. Your quarterbacks are Zach Wilson and Tua, as well as Daniel Jones. Your tight end is Mark Andrews. Now, I'm okay with everything we've said so far. There's questions in your quarterback room, right? But I'm okay with the ones that you have. I like the upside of them. But now let's look at the wide receivers. This is what happens when we focus on wide receivers later on in the draft. You got Darnell Mooney as your wide receiver 1. don't want him to be my wide receiver 1. Ideally, he's my wide receiver 3 or 4 in a dynasty league right now. I love the upside, but I don't love him as my wide receiver 1. Then we have Michael Thomas, Kadarius Toney, Rondale Moore, Laviska Shenault, Corey Davis. You can see how there's a lot of upside. There's so much upside in your wide receiver room. Toney could hit. Rondale could hit. Laviska, I hated what I saw from him this year, but he could hit. So the obvious weakness of your team is your wide receivers. So while you built well for the future, I do think you might struggle to win with the questions at quarterback and wide receiver. So this is a B-flat team for me. Although I do think you by far have the best running back room. For sure, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right,
agree.
so that would mean Juxter?
Yeah, I gave him A-. I
Yeah,
really
you
like
gave
his
him
team.
A-.
It's a really strong team in my
All
opinion.
right, so let's recap what his team was. Who did he get at the 5-4?
The 5-4. Yeah, I'll read Justin Herbert, Justin Fields, and then obviously he has Tyreek, Elijah Moore, Rashad Bateman, Christian Kirk, Josh Palmer, Donovan Peoples-Jones with Nick Chubb, Damian Harris.
The
and
Trey
Mike
McBride pick at the
Gesicki.
13-4 just puts it
I
over
think
the top for me.
I think it kind of evens out. I mean, if once again nitpicking running back depth, I would have liked a little bit more, but I think he can make moves. Maybe he trades a Gesicki because he have McBride for a low end running back. You know, maybe you get a Miles Sanders if I don't know if you can swindle a
no
deal in the
way.
first or something.
Right,
AJ Dillon and swindle a deal with the second or first or something. Whatever the case may be,
I like the team.
you can kind of do it. So I really like this team.
Yeah, it's a good team. Congratulations, Juxter. You are officially mock drafter of the night. And I have to ask Badaki again to...
No. I was there. I was ready.
He was ready. He was there. He was ready.
I was ready.
Congrats, Juxter. Look, guys, these draft grades are obviously going to be skewed towards our dynasty perspectives. So you might have seen a better team out there, but I think we can both agree that was our favorite one today. Had a clear vision, had a clear direction, and we liked the players around it. I'm not a big Isaiah Spiller guy, but I still like what he did.
I like Spiller.
I know you like Spiller. I don't like him.
I like the guy.
I'm not very high on him. He's actually my fourth running back in this year's draft.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have Kyron ahead of Isaiah Spiller. I'm just not a big Spiller guy. I'm just not very impressed. Trippy, you had a great draft. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us, for doing this mock draft. I hope you had fun. We had a lot of fun. We have more mock drafts coming, so subscribe to the channel if you want to be a part of them. Join our Discord if you want to be a part of them. We have another channel. I guess if we're going to start plugging things that are coming up, we have another channel where we cover redraft content. I will go ahead and paste that in the chat, and if you like redraft as well as Dynasty, then you can go ahead and give us a follow over there on that channel as well. We started building that channel last year, and it's been really, really fun to see it grow as well. So I just pasted that in there. If you want to play in a Dynasty League and you don't have a good community, we host follower leagues. We already have people signing up for next year, getting on that wait list. If you want to be a part of those leagues and get your name on the list, patreon.com/fantasylandfam. It's a way to support the show and to play in a competitive league where people really care.
That's right.
And there's other things that you can do over there on Patreon.
Redraft, Dynasty, you can get unlimited advice. You know, we call it like close friends or the hotline where you can just ask us questions 24/7.
Yeah.
We'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But you know, everything we do, everything, man. Just check it out on Patreon, like Zach said. And we already have 4 leagues. You know, I think we have another one halfway filled up already for next year.
Yeah, we've got people on the wait list ready to go. So don't miss out on your opportunity. And we got a bunch of content coming out on this channel this week. A bunch of content. We just recorded a bunch. We've released so many videos since we started the channel, and it's going to keep coming. Huge love for you guys. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Redraft mock on the Redraft channel tomorrow, and then another Dynasty one the day after. Same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any last words?
No, all love is good. Put suggestion, content. Let us know what you want to see
In the Discord. Yep, there's a place to hit suggested content, whatever you want to see. All right, guys. Huge love.